in Golden Valley will start earning more money next year after the city and the union representing the officers reached a new labor agreement.
There's some criticism that the city management and leadership in general up here does not support the police department, and we say time and time again that we really do. And this is just yet another example of our support.
Under the agreement, which the Golden Valley City Council approved Tuesday night, patrol officers will earn an hourly wage of between roughly $36 and $48 an hour, depending on experience. And starting in 2024, all officers will receive a 3% raise. The move comes as Golden Valley works to fill 14 open positions within their department.
We are here to support our police department in any way possible, and I think this contract reflects that. If anyone ever has questions about this contract or about our support, I'll point you to this and our past number of years, more than a decade, of increasing budgets for our police department, for their salaries, for the equipment, for the vehicles, and anything else I might be leaving out.
Last week, Police Chief Virgil Green laid out a plan to attract officers from other departments by offering a $10,000 hiring incentive. A federal jury has found a Maple Grove man guilty of drug trafficking and illegal possession of a machine gun. 34-year-old Derek Scott was accused of trafficking fentanyl pills. Fentanyl is a powerful opioid drug. Scott had previous felony convictions and was not allowed to possess any weapon, let alone a fully automatic firearm with a high-capacity magazine. Scott faces a mandatory 30 years in prison when he is sentenced at a later date. The Crystal City Council will appoint a new member to fill the remainder of the term of Council Member Nancy LaRoche, who is moving out of the city. The application process is open from now until February 24th. The council will interview candidates and then appoint a council member on March 21st. The appointee will serve the remainder of LaRoche's term, which runs through 2024. Hennepin County and local cities are expanding a program to help kids who have run away from home. The program involves the YMCA, which local police say does a vast amount of work in the area of delinquency and youth homelessness. The city of Crystal is among the cities involved.
So if we have contact with a student after curfew or a parent calls in a runaway situation, which we get a lot of those calls, we offer this program up on a voluntary basis, both for the juvenile and for the parent to be able to partake in this.
Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, Robbinsdale, and New Hope are the other local cities that participate in this program. A Maple Grove restaurant is undergoing changes which will accompany a fast-growing area in the northern part of the city. Rock Elm Tavern in Maple Grove has a new owner. One of the changes going on right now is construction. What used to be the Sugar and Spice Sweetery next door is now being converted into a place with interactive sports simulators as part of the existing restaurant. And that's not all of the changes happening.
It's going to add to the area with pints and paddles coming in late fall. It's going to be a nice place for people to go. There's going to be more traffic. We are going to more than likely change the name here in a few months.
No word yet on what the new name will be. The same owner also operates Optimal Performance Golf, a business that opened up 2 years ago. Principal Frank Herman is retiring from Cooper High School at the end of the month. We got a chance to sit down and talk with him about his time as Papa Hawk.
Hey, this is Papa Hawk. To all his Hawks, there's no school tomorrow.
When school is canceled at Cooper High School, Papa Hawk, or Principal Frank Herman, just might tweet about it.
Enjoy this nice spring day with a cold Mountain Dew, and we'll see you all Friday.
The tweets were a little bit fun and a little bit like a dad joke.
We'll see everybody next year. Over here, the camera, over there.
And that was kind of the point.
The madness behind that was it created a lot of connections with students.
Principal Herman says he started using social media as a way to make an inroad with students.
I think it worked in a lot of ways, and some students would ask, when's the next video coming out? Or you haven't done one for a while. And so I knew that created some conversation around that.
Creating conversations with high school students is something he's consistently leaned into, just like his nickname, Papa Hawk.
So I adopted it because they thought, well, I don't know if they were making fun of me at first, but Pretty soon, other kids started calling me that, and I would get little notes, the thank you notes would come in, oh, Papa Hawk. And so I thought, well, if you can't beat him, join him.
One of Papa Hawk's most recent tweets is about him flying the coop. He'll retire from Cooper High School at the end of February after 8 years as its leader.
This was a good time, and I could help with any transition that might happen during the year as the district sees fit.
Herman says the timing just felt right. He got through the pandemic.
I think I invented a new color. I call it pandemic gray in my hair.
And is proud of where Cooper is today.
And that Cooper community came out really strong through that, and we're still building upon that.
He talks a lot about the Cooper community and the work here, just like what you would expect from a proud Papa Hawk.
They're always changing, and that's the challenge and the joy for our students, and that's the beauty of it.
The Brooklyn Center Police and Fire Departments have 2 new additions to their teams who they hope will bring comfort during difficult times. Meet Rex and Brooklyn, brother and sister golden retriever puppies. They were donated to Brooklyn Center by a family from northern Minnesota. The puppies will be brought along during emergency responses to help children and others during stressful situations, whether it's a crime or a house fire. Police and fire officials say it's the first time they can recall their departments owning an emotional support animal. The animals will live at the homes of police and fire officials and then be brought into work each day.
Spots in next week's state Alpine ski meet. We're on the line for local athletes and teams Tuesday. Jay Wilcox has highlights from the Section 5 meet.
Wild Mountain is site for the Section 5 Alpine meet. This is boys champion Josh Nelson of West Lutheran. He's under 30 seconds for each of his runs and has a total time of 59:23. Right behind him in second is Wayzata's Jagan Tia. He's headed to state after posting a total time of 1:19 seconds. The top local girl is Wayzata's Sonia Pendergast in 6th place. The top 2 teams and top 10 individuals outside of those teams advance to state. Also state-bound, Mia Duffy of Wayzata, who places 11th, and Megan Ressler of Hopkins, who is 12th after a strong first run. Back to the boys, Ford Stone helps lead the Benilde boys to a second-place finish as they advance to state. Stone is 8th. Aiden Egan of Wayzata advances after placing 10th overall for his 2 runs. Also on the way to state, Trip Belts of Breck, who comes in 13th, and Scotty Jensen of Hopkins, who is 14th. Here's what the top local finishers had to say.
Felt good. First run just a little conservative, just getting into it. Second run a lot better. It was really fun. Like my first run it felt great. Second run didn't feel as good, but we still made it down.
Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The state Nordic ski meet is next week at Giants Ridge in Biwabik. This week, section champions are being crowned, and Jason Malillo has highlights from the Section 6 races.
Highland Park, the setting for the Section 6 Nordic ski meet. In the girls' pursuit, Wayzata's Audrey Parham starts 3rd, but skis a great race and wins gold for her first section title. Teammate Grace Wormer-Skirchen is 5th for the Trojans, and they win the team championship. A little time to kill before the boys' race. Wayzata's Daniel McCollar leads the pursuit wire to wire, winning his 2nd consecutive section title. Hopkins 8th grader Logan Drevlo skis well, taking 3rd place. Armstrong's Noah Brecker is first in for the Falcons in 6th place, followed by teammate Alex Omott, who beats out Hopkins' Liam Urbanowitz. Wayzata wins the boys' team title with Armstrong 2nd. We talked to the section winners following their races.
It's just so exciting to see because I know everyone's worked super hard this season. Like we put in the hours together. So it's cool to see wow, everyone's hard work is paying off, and I can see how happy everyone is. Everyone's so happy for each other, and I'm really happy for all of them. And so yeah, it's super exciting to do it as a team.
It's really good. Like last year ended up really good, and I mean, we're in kind of the same spot right now. So hopefully it goes well.
Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Look for highlights from the Section 5 Nordic meet Thursday on our website at ccxmedia.org. The Maple Grove girls basketball team has been a top 10 team in Class 4A all season. Tuesday night, they faced a longtime rival. Centennial girls basketball visiting Maple Grove in a matchup of two of the best teams in the Northwest Suburban. Emma Walsh delivers a perfect bounce pass to a cutting Macy Littlefield, who scores on the layup for an early Cougars lead. Maple Grove's Jordan Odie draws a double team but passes back out to Kennedy Click. She buries a three-pointer and the Crimson are up one. Late in the first half, Odie steps into the passing lane and she takes it all the way herself for a layup. The teams are tied 28 all at halftime. Early second half, Maple Grove's Audrey Corman gets the loose ball, feeds it to Claire Stern for two. Maple Grove leads by 4. But the Cougars hang around in this game. Marissa Frost fouls her shot, secures the rebound and puts it in. Centennial leads 42-40. Maple Grove, though, then goes on a 14-7 scoring run. Click takes the pass from Abby Steiner and knocks down the baseline jumper. Click finishes with 21 points. The Cougars trying to trap her at midcourt, but Click passes to Stern and then to an open Corman under the basket. Corman scores 15 on the night as Maple Grove wins 54-49. The Crimson are now 14-0 in conference games. John Jacobson, CCX Sports.